Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Coins Alert channel. This is Rich, making another movie about XRP today, as always. Today, no matter where you are in the world, I hope you're all having a great day. We're going to talk about XRP. This is the one-day chart again. Right now, we're at $3.11. We're still in that band, though, if you look at the 7-day. We fall below every once in a while, but we always rise back up. Everyone is looking forward to the breakout. Right now, everyone is saying that alt season starts in February, which is tomorrow. We don't have to wait much longer. Also, take a look at Ethereum. In this video, I'll talk more about how Ethereum is starting to pick up speed, but now people are talking about two different events or times when XRP will reach its highest point. For the first time, XRP's 6-month candle finished above the band of support for bull markets, which is $8 to $13. A strong move could take XRP to $27 to $31. I believe we will earn more than $27. As we've talked about for the past few months, I think it will take all of these things: ETF, possible IPO, and the end of the Ripple vs SEC case. That would certainly catch us anywhere from $27 to $31, or even more. A lot of people now say that the best time to buy XRP will be in March or April. The article also says that a global crisis, a financial meltdown, a cyber attack, or a geopolitical war could hurt the market. In that case, all kinds of goods, including XRP, would lose value. But if everything stays the same, this run for XRP might end in March or April. In other places, though, people think this run will last all the way through November, as this story says. Grok thinks that XRP will go up to $13 from $9. That seems way too mild to me. I still think we'll go a lot further. They say that XRP could get to these levels by November 2025. Does Grok think that there might be some kind of problem in the near future that will make this cycle last longer if he says that this will go on until November? For now, we don't really know, but things still look very good for XRP. Things are moving quickly. A lot of big things are going to happen soon. Fed again in March. After that, you got ISO, which would match up with November 2025. That ISO is going to be very important. I believe it can cause XRP to go on a useful run. You also have to think about acceptance by institutions and other things. Blockchain. This person says that alt season is coming. It would be pretty funny if all the negative posts about no alt season happened at the very bottom of LPS and Wyckoff accumulation. This is what you see. I also think we're entering the old season. I believe it will begin soon. I think some people will still say that this is an old season when it starts, because they want to get rid of the old season. Because once we start all season, Bitcoin season will be over. And the same guys who told you the whole season was canceled probably have Bitcoin in their hands. You can't really listen to that crap. This cycle is going to end the way I've been telling you it will. People will have to deal with old season whether they want to or not. The price of Ethereum right now is $3,273.28. Today, it's up $5.99. Dr. H said, Bitcoin is now worth $155,472, which is an increase of 2.6%. This means that Ethereum is doing better than Bitcoin as buyers move their money into ETH. Alt season is on the way. This is the second part of alt season. After this, the fun parts of being an XRP user begin. At this point, you could put money into any currency and get it back quickly. However, I like to stay in ISO 222 D.A. A lot of people asked me about that too. So you should only put your money into ISO 222 coins, they said. From time to time, I said I hold Casper. The other one is Nexera. I also have Velo and Stronghold. Sometimes I hold cryptocurrencies that I find interesting and that I can see becoming a part of the new money system. And all of those I just listed, plus A0, which is another one. As we move forward, I expect them to be a part of the new banking system. The New York Stock Exchange will let Grayscale change their XRP trust into an ETF. One more, this time in Grayscale. Short term, there will be more news about ETFs, especially XRP ETFs. Grayscale put in for an XRP ETF. From now on, 9 schools are taking part. Everyone is waiting for BlackRock to make the big news. There are 21 shares: WisdomTree, Grayscale, ProShares, Rex Osprey, Franklin Templeton, hashtags, and more. I hate BlackRock so much. I believe BlackRock is one of the most evil companies in the world. I don't want them to have anything to do with XRP. I still think they're messing with Bitcoin's price, and I proved it in a movie yesterday. The US SEC has approved Bitwise's Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF. This is likely what happened at the SEC behind closed doors. Remember that meeting that was held behind closed doors, the time when they're going to say that the Ripple vs SEC case is over, was felt by everyone. But I believe this is what they were working on behind closed doors. I believe the fight between Ripple and the SEC will end when Atkins becomes chair of the SEC. The debt clock is getting a lot of attention these days. Early today, it said system overload. After that, it was back up and running. I do want to draw your attention to this one thing on the debt clock, though. Future dollars from the US Treasury. We know a Treasury dollar is on the way. 20 to 25 used to be on there. That's why we thought it would happen this year, and it still might. But it's possible that we were looking at the US Treasury dollar the whole time and didn't realize it. My idea is shown below. It's only a theory, but I'd love to hear what you think about it in the comments section. We know that Trump just shut down the Fed. The Treasury will be in charge of all rules from now on. Trump wants to get rid of the Fed because Jerome Powell didn't do what he was told to do. Then, this came from Judy Shelton, the U.S. Department of the Treasury is pulling out of the network of central banks and supervisors for greening the financial system. Everything seems to have changed in favor of the U.S. Treasury, which we knew was going to happen. This is what I talked about in 2023.I, kept saying, look at how they're taking power away from the Fed. And now let's talk about that US dollar again. There's also gold being stored by the US government right now. Trump even said that the golden age is coming. Now, if the US had money that was backed by gold, the Fed would be gone in no time. Here's what I think. There is a new US dollar called RLUSD that is backed by gold. With those licenses, XRP would be able to move it across countries and within the United States. If that's the case, right, you know what? I think we would still have fiat. I still think that Jerome Powell will be the last Fed chair in 2026. There will be the current fiat dollar from the Fed and the new Treasury dollar. It's not likely to happen in 2025. They may also be ending their work with the IRS. Everything is setting up for a gold-backed system or a digital dollar system. Since we need a digital dollar, you can't get around it. Even if some people say different things, the rest of the world is still moving forward with digital money. We need a digital currency backed by gold if we want to keep the US dollar useful and up to date with the rest of the world. That might be RLUSD after all. This is something I talked about in 23, and I said at the time, I am interested in seeing the brand new US dollar. To be fair, we always thought it might be CBDC, which stands for Central Bank Digital Currency. It was said by Trump that there will not be a central bank digital currency. Now we might have a private stablecoin that is pegged to the US dollar, like RLUSD. Tell me what you think about that. Okay, that's the idea I've been thinking about for a while. It's always made me wonder why we don't hear more about the new Treasury dollar. Maybe it's because Ripple and Trump are talking about it behind closed doors. But XRP is moving up. It is now worth $3.11, which is a lot of money. And I can tell you for sure that it will be really exciting when this cryptocurrency takes off. Who's there that is still standing outside, ready to play? It will happen very quickly once these green candles show up. You think about it this way, just one big piece of news, like the end of the Ripple vs SEC case, is all it takes right now. That sounds like the next thing we need to happen. I also believe that rules about crypto will be put in place before July of this year. I know that things were supposed to happen by a certain date. I believe rules were meant to happen in July 2025, but I believe they will happen sooner. I think you could probably cut at least 3 months off of that. It's likely to happen in Trump's first 100 days in office. Once we had rules, FedNow was up and running, and Ripple versus SEC was all but over. That's how XRP will change Bitcoin's market cap. Since big companies will quickly buy it, they will also flood into HBAR, XLM, and other places. Though until then, you need to be patient and hopeful. Let's get rich together. That being said, I'm going to end this film. Thanks for watching. Thanks to all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Good night.